Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing today? And you want to say hi?
Hi, everyone. We are so happy to be here. And we have a new product that we're sharing with you. We're so excited.
So excited. If you guys, well, before we go into all of that, let me introduce us. Um, if you don't already know us, my name is Lisa Rojas, and this is my business partner and very good friend and butler. And we own Bella Crafts Publishing. We put out a free craft magazine that goes out 4 times a year and is busy, busy, busy putting the last finishing touches on the winter issue. So that will be out sometime
Next week.
next week. Okay.
I was hoping for Friday, but
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
sure it's going to happen.
it's that time of the year, and I mean, everybody gets busy, and you got 15,000 things that's going on. So, you know,
I tell you.
yeah, but if you have already signed up for the magazine, then it's going to go right into your inbox as soon as Anne makes it live. And if you haven't, then all you need to do is head over to our website and click on the link that you want to get the magazine. It's absolutely free. So all you need to do is put your email address in, and then every time a new issue comes out, it'll go right into your inbox. And for those of you that worry about your emails, us bombarding you or selling your emails, we don't do any of that. It's just for us, for what we do. So no worries at all. So, Andy, you want to tell them about ebooks?
Yes, I was just looking for us here live, and I don't see us. So,
Hi, Amanda.
oh, there's Amanda. Okay. Yay. So happy you're here.
Yeah, I didn't get notification.
I didn't get a notification yet either. So I was just checking that out.
Okay.
Because I like to make sure everything is working. But
I
for
know, right?
those of you that don't know a lot about us, we also do ebooks. And our ebooks are available on our site. Under a tab that says ebooks, we do have some that are print on demand. So there's another tab that says print. So you can order either way. And those are done with designers in the industry, some companies, and we have, I think, 4 books with Eileen Hull, working on our 5th.
Yeah, that's going to be
And
right.
yes. And so you want to check those out. And also our group. We have a group, Do You Love to Craft? That's where we post about our lives and post notifications. So make sure you check that out too. I will put links in when Lisa is doing her live, when
Yeah.
she's doing her demo.
Yes. So, hola, Yolanda. How are you today? Okay, so I'm excited because Amanda is here, and she is the one that owns Pear Blossom Press. And that is who we are working with today. I'm so excited to show you guys this stuff. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
So excited to,
Okay.
to share this with you guys because, I am a gadget girl at heart. I just love anything, I just love all the gadgets, just, gadgets and tools. That's my groove.
Movers and
So,
shakers.
yes, movers and shakers. So when I found Amanda's website, I emailed Anne and I was like, oh my God, we have to work with this company. So, and she was like,
That's how she said it too, in an email.
lots of exclamation points. I can't even talk. Oh yeah, I was so excited. And Anne comes back and she's like, well, I met her at an event. And I was like, well, geez. All right. So, so I emailed Amanda and I said, hey, do you want to do a live with us? And she graciously said yes. And we are so, so happy about that. And I cannot wait to show you all of these fun things that we have. in store for you. Okay, so
Amazing. I'm still not getting, I can't even find it on my phone. So I'm glad that there are some people here, but
wow.
there might be technical difficulties with Facebook today.
Yeah, well,
Imagine that.
imagine that. Like we've never had that issue before. Yeah, anyways, so moving forward.
Yes. Lisa
Oh,
created a fabulous project that you
I
guys are going to love.
Yeah, I was so excited about this. I was going back and forth on, do I want to do hi Amy,
Hi,
do I want
Amy.
to do a card, do I want to do a project? And I knew what Anne was going to do because she'd already told me. So I was like, okay, well, she's covering the card aspect of it. So I am going to do a project. Good morning, Denise. Just to show you that you can use these lights in all kinds of different cards and projects. Okay, so you're going to get two different takes on these lights and you're going to love them both, I promise.
Yes.
So Amanda, who is graciously, she is sponsoring our
Giveaway.
giveaway this week with a $50 gift card. I want to win because I can't get enough of these things. So you guys that follow us all the time, you're gonna see a lot of lights in my projects in the future because I had so much fun with these. So much fun. So before we get started, I'm going to show you real quick. This is what we are creating today. This is a shadow box that I made. And then you see up here, it says press me. And when you do, you can see the lights in the tree. Now you can see those light up, right, Anne? I can see them.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
assuming that everybody can.
You can
So,
see them. And that is so cute.
oh,
I love it.
thank you. Yes, I was so happy when I got it done. I was like, I really love this project. It was one of those projects that when you finish it and you go, "Oh my gosh, that is so," yeah, that's how I felt about this one. I was really happy how it
Well,
turned out.
and I love that it says press me. So the kids, when the kids are over, they can see it and they're going to love it too.
Yep. Well, my other two grandchildren are teenagers, so they could care less. But my youngest
I think
granddaughter,
they might like it.
yeah, well, they'll like it, but I don't know if they want to play with it. That's the
I
only
know.
thing. But my youngest, she's already put dibs in for it. I
Oh,
was like,
imagine that.
can't Nana keep it this time?
Well, you're making a second one now.
I am. So luckily for her, there's going to be a
Hi,
second one.
Eva. She's from Finland.
Hi,
And
Eva.
she said she has winter and snow there. I do too. I'm in Minnesota and I
Yeah,
have got winter also.
yeah,
You probably have more snow than I do, but
yeah. It's been cold here, not like you're cold, but cold for me
it's so cold
because
today.
I live in the desert, so we don't get a whole lot of coldness up here. But yeah. All right. So I am ready to get started because I can't wait to show you guys this. Oh, and before I forget, in order to to enter into our contest or our giveaway, I should say, for the $50 gift card for Pear Blossom Press, you need to like, comment, and share my video here, and then also Anne's when she does
Later.
hers later. And then if you can head on over to Amanda's Facebook page and give her a like, we would really appreciate that too. Because Anna and I say it all the time. We totally love our sponsors. We could not do what we do without them. So, make sure that you guys thank Amanda for doing that. She's here. So just, thank her. But give her a like on her Facebook page too. That would be awesome. And
I'll
then
put the link in for that.
yeah,
Yep.
and then Anne will put the link in also for her website and
Yep.
whatnot.
And when you like, comment, and share, make sure you hashtag Bella Crafts.
That was
That's
the
how
other
we
thing I
find you.
forgot. Yeah. And if those of you that are following us on YouTube or watching on YouTube, um, just do the same. You don't have to worry about it because I always go in and check the comments afterwards, and I can just put your names into the computer system so everybody has a chance. Now, you guys know that we keep the contest, or the giveaway, I should say, open for almost a week. So you have until next Tuesday at midnight Central Time to get in on the giveaway. So make sure that you know that you get that done. And we do that for the simple fact that we have a lot, the majority of our viewers watch the replay.
Yep.
Okay, so we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance. So
Yes.
that's what we're all about here at Bella Crafts. All right, so I am ready to rock this project. I cannot wait.
Okay, so
So
after she
excited.
gets her project cam ready, I will go out and I will start putting some links in.
All right.
Lori,
Hi, Lori. So yes,
Sharon, Denise, my goodness.
talk amongst yourselves while while I'm doing this. Anne always laughs when I do that.
Yes. Well,
There we go. I know, because I'm a goofball.
No.
All right, so there we go.
Okay, there you go.
So I want to make sure that my camera will settle down here in just a second.
It always takes a minute to adjust.
There it goes. Okay, so I want to show you all of these fabulous light products that Amanda has. Okay, so the ones that I was working with, or I am working with today, are these, and I'm going to show you these in my project. So you're going to see these. But she also has, now these have, let me just pull it out and show you real quick. Okay, and all of the batteries and everything are already included in all of this. So these that are called the Easy Lights, okay, these there are 3 little tiny lights on the end of that. And then you put the battery in, and then I'll show you how it works. And that's what they look like with these. Now, do not be afraid of the wires, you guys, because you can hide these anywhere. Trust me. I tried all kinds of different things, and everything I tried, I could hide them. So, don't be afraid if you see wires and you're thinking, oh no, it's electrical, and piece of cake. Okay, totally piece of cake. Okay, so we've got these. They come in a 5-pack and also in a 2-pack, I believe. Amanda, you can correct me on that if I am wrong. Okay, so that's what these are. And then she also has the one lights. Now, these do not have wires in them at all, and they come apart just like this. Okay, and then the light is right here. Just so you can see that tiny little yellow, you plop the battery in right here, and then when you press down here on the button, then this little tiny light lights up. So if you just want one light in your project or your cards, this is the way to go. If you want to do multiples, then you want to do what I did with these. And then last but not least, and Amanda has other projects, or other products, I should say, on her website. So make sure that you go check them out, all of them. I'm just showing you the stuff that the lights today. So, all right, I'm not even going to try to get that back in right now. Okay, and then last but not least are these halo lights. Now, Anna's going to be showing you how to use this, okay, in her live, which is going to be at 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so make sure that you head back for that one. And she's going to show you how to do these. Now, these come just like this. There's 2 in a package. And then, as you can see, the batteries and stuff are in there also. And then what you do is you pop them out, and then you're going to pull this little strip right here away from your battery. So then your battery will connect. And then you're going to push that, and then you're going to have a halo of lights. Okay. So this is really, really perfect for ornaments, aquariums. I mean, I could think of all kinds of things to use with these. Those are the two that just popped into my head right now. So definitely check out all of the lights. All right. So now that I showed you that, I'm going to show you this again. Okay. So you can get just a little better look. Okay. So as you can see, I put all of this into a shadow box. And then right here, this is where I press, and then you can see the lights. I love these so much. I told Amanda the other day when I was talking to her that these lights could, do just about any, they could electrocute me, which would they wouldn't, but I would still use them because I love them so much. But yeah, isn't that adorable, you guys? All right, so let us get started because we've got some crafting to do. So I'm going to set that off to the side. All right. So let me show you how I did this. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need a shadow box. Okay, this is one that I found online at Amazon. I got two in a package for, I think, $20 or something like that. But also, I wanted to share with you. Let me find this other one. I wanted to share with you, if you don't want to have plastic or glass in the front, you can use something like this. This is a canvas, okay? And you would use it this way. Now, you guys, I think, have seen me. I might have done a shadow box like this before. If you choose to use something like this, I don't even know if this company um, is still up now. I don't know for sure, but you can find them all over the place. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any place you can find them. You just want to make sure that you have enough lip in there so you can do your three-dimensional stuff. Okay. So this is another alternative that you can use if you don't want to use the shadow box. I was going to use this originally, actually, but then I realized I only had one. So I got online to try to order another one, and it wouldn't come in until yesterday. So I said, okay, that's not going to work. I need something now. So that's where this one comes in. Okay, so there we go. My camera's going to flip again because I moved. All right. Well, while it's doing that, let me at least take this out. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working with this piece for now. And this is super easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove this. And the awesome thing about this particular shadow box is that this is foam core board. So it's just covered. So what you could do is you could use pins and all kinds of stuff you could use on this. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with the piece of pattern paper. Okay, just like this. And then all we're going to do for this part of it is to just add some tape and tape it onto our background. Okay, so that way we'll have a place where we can put our tree and, our other little goodies in there. Now, also, you guys that have been following us for some time, you know that I absolutely love miniatures. So anytime I can, I used to make miniature foods many, many years ago when my children were little. My mom owned a miniature store, and I just loved playing with them. And I used to make all of the little foods and stuff out of clay. I can't do that anymore because I don't have the patience to sit and do that. All right. So we're just going to take this and put it down on our backing. Okay. And then that's it for now. Okay. Now, for your stamped images, what you are going to do, you can already see that I have stamped my little elves out already, or my little gnomes. And what I did was I stamped them with my black Gina K ink pad. And then I went back and watercolored watercolored my images also on my tree here. Okay. And then for this, what I did was I adhered them to some black cardstock and then cut out again. And the reason why I do this is a trick that I have done for many, many years. It just makes your stamped images just pop out so much more, especially when you're doing a 3D project. You want those images to really come up with the other little 3D things that you're going to be putting in your box. Okay. So that's all you need to do with these. We're going to stamp, color, cut them out, and then back them with you with some black cardstock. Now, for the tree, I die cut 2 pieces of white cardstock, and I used a heavy cardstock. I think it was 110 pounds, and I wanted it to be really heavy, so I went ahead and I cut out 2. Okay. And those of you that are asking about this tree, I got this set from, this is a Stampendous set that I bought some years ago, and I think you can probably get it on Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure. But with that being said, you don't really need to worry about it because this will work with any tree. Okay. Any tree image will work with this. So no worries. Okay. So what I did then is I die cut the tree twice in white cardstock and then another in the green. Okay. This is just plain old cardstock. And then, of course, I stamped and colored my little star here. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to do these fun lights. Okay. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and punched the holes in where I wanted to put my lights. Okay. You can see them in there. And, if you're like me and you like to make sure that everything looks right and, so you don't mess things up, I cut another piece of cardstock out just as a template. And I decided where I wanted my lights. And then, of course, I just penciled them in. That's just me being OCD, I guess. I don't know. But, I like my stuff to look right. Okay. So this is how you're going to start. So you're going to punch the holes in wherever you want your lights to be. And then you're going to start adding your lights to the back. Now, because my shadow box, and you will see here, let me show you real quick. Okay, so this is going to be the top of my box, right? So my tree is going to go this way, obviously. So my wires are going to be coming up. That's why I wanted them up. If you don't have plastic or glass or whatever in your shadow box, then you can put your wires or, wherever. You can put them down at the bottom and, do it here if you like. This I could not get the plastic out of, so I had to go over the top. Easy peasy. But the reason why I wanted to say that is because when you're putting them together, you want to make sure that wherever you want this to end, wherever you're going to hide this, you want your lights to attach in that direction. Okay. So for this one, I didn't do this one yet because I wanted to show you. So this is how they come. And they're just so tiny. So what you're going to do is after you get your holes punched, then you're going to take your little lights and plop them in the hole there. Okay. And then just take a little piece of Scotch tape and then just tape it down. So that way you know that it's not going to move. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with these other 2. Now, as I said earlier, these come three lights to 1 element. So I wanted to do the 6th because I have to do everything big. So that's why I did that. But I just loved how it turned out with all of them. Okay, I'm going to lay this down. It'll be easier for me. All right, so we're just going to take these and just tape them down. And as you can see, I'm still got my wires going up. And these have got some pretty long wires. I was wondering if I was going to be able to get it around the top of the shadow box, but I did not have any issues at all. All right, so last, we're going to put this last one in. And again, let me turn that puppy around. You just want to make sure that the yellow is the one that is facing the front, okay? Because that's the light. So, looks like I got, nope, that one turned. Okay, let me lay that down there one more time. There we go. All right, now we're just going to add another piece of tape. Let me turn that, whoops. Turn that around. Okay. There we go. And then add that tape. Okay, so now you have all of your lights on the back of your tree. Okay, so what you want to do from here then, just to secure them just a little bit better, just add a little bit more tape on all of them. So you want to kind of pull them together. Like I'm going to pull them together up here because this is where I want them to go. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of tape right here just to make sure that I can hold all of those down. Okay, so now that's how quick and easy it is to add your lights. Okay, and then we're just going to press the buttons and you can see them light up. Now, you could leave it just like this and add it like this, and this would be perfectly fine. But you guys know me and I love lots of color. So what I did for that was I just took some adhesive back gems because I found those easiest to use. And then all I did was just peel them off and put them right, where is my little tool? There it is. Put them right over the lights. And you do not have to worry about it because you can still see your lights after. Okay, because they'll shine right through these. Whoops. All right. Let me get a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to take these and then just add them right over. And then just press them down there really good so you can make sure that they stick. Okay. And then you're going to do that with all of the rest of the lights. Now, I'm not going to take the time to do it because, it'd be repetitious and I've already showed you. So you would just take them, put them on, and then you're ready to go. Okay. So once you have got it that far and you've got all your little gems and stuff on, then the last thing you're going to do before you put it in your box is you're going to add your star here at the top. Okay. So let me flip this around real quick and I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. Excuse me. This stuff, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of glue. And then you can also see that I also added a little piece of foam tape. And that was just because, for the simple fact that I wanted it to pop off of the tree just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to take that foam tape off just yet because I'm going to wait until I get it inside. Okay, so you're going to add your little star if it's going to stick. And it will, because and I, of course, am doing this always in a hurry, so we're not here all day doing crafting. Although I would sit and craft all day with you guys if you wanted, but we got lots of things to do, right? Oh, this is going to make me crazy. It's going to come out in a burst. There we go. All right. Let's try that again.
That's why I take the lid off.
I know, right?
Right?
Well, normally I take it off, and normally, what I do is I'll run my pin in there and I'll make sure that all the glue's out. And of course, I didn't do that this time. All right. So you've got your tree on there, and now you're ready to add your elements to your box. Now, the thing that you'll notice with these little gnomes, and I wanted to point this out to you, just because you'll see in my box where these guys have puffy stickers for their legs. And so what I did with that is I just cut the legs off of them and I added those, but I didn't have any more stickers, so I had to leave the legs on. So that's the only difference there, you guys. And then of course I added little pom-poms on the ends of their hats. Okay. All right. So now we are ready to add all of this stuff together. So you're going to just take your box here, and let me real quick plug my glue gun in. Okay, there we go. Which I should have done ahead of time too, and I forgot, but that's all right. Okay, so for my tree too, I wanted it to look, a little bit more realistic. So I just went out and I found a twig that I thought would work. And I liked this one, and I ended up cutting it in half because it was a little long. So what you're going to do with this now, because you're ready, we're going to turn this over and add the backing. Now, this is not something that you have to do. I don't know. I just liked it a little bit better. So what I'm going to do before I put this in is I am going to just move this around just a little bit, just so it will give me that dome shape that I really, really want for my tree. So there we go. We've got that. And then we're going to take this backing, and I did not want to put glue all over it because I didn't see the need. So I just put a little bit of glue here and a little bit up here. Okay, just to put the back on. Okay, just like that. All right, so now we've got that on. We've got all of our wires on our little tree here. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and then we want to make sure that our wires are up out of the way. And then you want to also make sure that you don't crush your star or anything putting your top back on it. So what I would do is, as I was working, I would lay this back down and make sure that everything was where it was supposed to be, and I didn't have to worry about it before I started gluing anything down. Okay, so now we're going to just flip this over, and we're going to add some glue to the back there. And then we're going to lay, before we do that, let's peel our little foam tape off. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to turn this over. And again, I want to make sure that everything is where I want it to be. And you want all of your wires up, okay? Now, if you did not want to do a shadow box, if you didn't want to do anything that elaborate and you want to add this, just do a card, you can do this the same way with a card. So what you would do is you would just take your tree, do it the same way that I just did, and then put your tree on your card front, And then what you would do is maybe add a second layer on the inside where you can put your batteries if needed. You need to find a place to where to hide them. Okay, so you just want to make sure, or not your batteries, your lighting units. So you just want to make sure that you get these hid. So you're just going to lay some cardstock over them. And I will show these again in a card later on, maybe sometime the beginning of next year, I'll show you another way to do them with just a card. Okay, so, but I wanted to do this. I thought this was super fun. Okay, so we've got this down. Our tree is down. So now we're just going to add some foam tape to the back of our little gnomes here. And then we're going to put those right on the shadow bar, or right here on the little tree, right by the tree here. Okay, so we're just going to push that little guy down and push this little guy down over here. All right. And then lastly, what I did was I added a couple of these wood stars that I had because I thought that they were just oh so cute. So you can find these kinds of things, in Michael's, all of the craft stores will have stuff like this, you guys. So no worries, but I just added a little bit of glue there and I just put them right on my background. All right, so now we're going to put that other one right there. How cute is that? Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I have some little miniature packages here. So what you need to do with these, instead of putting them on your background here, you're going to put these directly in your box. So I'm going to move this out of the way for just a minute and cut a couple pieces more tape here. And you can use glue on these, but I found that tape works just as well. So I just used my tape. Either way, whatever you guys prefer. Okay, so you just want to make sure that it gets stuck on there really good. And then this last one here. All right, so then once you have that done, then you want to make sure when you're putting them inside, you want to make sure here's the top. So you want to make sure that you put them down at the bottom. Don't, get backwards on it. Because yes, it can happen. So what you're going to do here now from here is you're just going to take your little packages and then just adhere them right in on that little ledge there that's inside. See how I'm doing that? Super, super easy. I'm not sure if it's straight, but that's all right. You can just get the idea because I can't do things upside down very well. So you've got your packages on there. So last, what you're going to do then is then you're going to take your little tree. I'm going to move this out of the way here for just a second. And you're going to take your little wood piece here. And you don't have to add this if you don't want. You can, do it any way you like. Just take a little bit of glue. And I used a glue gun for this just because I thought it would hold it better. And then you're just going to slide that right under. Now, I don't know if it would make a difference, and Amanda could answer that question or not. When I put this on, I wanted to avoid the wires with the hot glue. So I'm just assuming that that's probably the best thing for you to do, is when you go to put it in, just make sure that you're not gluing your wires, because I don't know if if it'll melt them or not. It probably won't, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, and this one is a little bit chubbier than my other one here, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue there at the bottom. And then that will hold it down. Okay. So now you've got your backing all ready to go. So you want to make sure that your lighting elements are up here out of the way. Okay. And then we're going to take your shadow box, lay it right on top. Let me get all the little things out of the way. Okay. And then just plop that in there. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this around and shut these so my little shadow box will stay. And you see here, my wires are still here. Okay, now what I did from this point, okay, because I wanted the lights to light all at once instead of separate, because these are two separate elements. But I wanted you to be able to push on it and then all come on at the same time. So how I did that was really, really simple. I took both my batteries, or my lighting units, I should say, and I put them on top here, just like that. And then I'm going to add a piece of tape, and I'll show you when I get them secured. Okay, we're just going to add a piece of tape to the both of them with the buttons. These things, you want those to be facing each other. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this down, get my finger out of the way. All right. And put one down and then butt that other one right up next to it. And then tape that down. Okay. You see how I did that? Just tape the two together. And then what I did was I just pulled them to the front here. Whoops. Pulled them to the front here. And then I secured them here, which I'm going to flip this up for just a minute, just so I can get those wires down. Now, what you would do with the wires at this point, okay, what you would do is to cover all of these up here, you would just add some ribbon or some trim or something like that around your box. Okay, and then that's going to cover all of your wires up here. You see all those, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to take, I didn't do it on mine because I didn't really need to, but if you want these covered, which you're going to want them covered, then you're just going to take some lace or trim or ribbon, something like that, and just put it all the way around your box, and then that will cover all of your wires. Okay. So now we're at this point here, and I want to make sure that when I press, everything goes on at once. Yep. See that? Okay. So then what I'm going to do from here is just tape this down just a little bit, because you just want to make sure that it's very secure. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that's where we are at this point. Okay. So you see, and then when you press them, then they all light up at once. So let me show you the last part that I did. I'm going to lay that down so it doesn't fall. Okay, so the last thing that I did was I just took a big piece. I think this is probably 2.5-inch ribbon, and it's wired too. So I love that because I wanted that. I wanted to be able to fluff it and move it and, stuff like that with the wire. So I did that. But then also what I did was I got this cute little stamp set. And this is from Lawn Fawn, and it has all of the little, press me, shake me, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I stamped this circle onto some white cardstock with a red ink pad, like you can see around here. And then I took the push me, or push here, I should say, and I stamped that in black and put that right in the center. And then I had the dies that actually matched those. So I just cut those out and then just cut the circle out. And there you go. And there is your finished project. So you see, you don't have to worry anything about the wires, you know, just super, super simple and easy to use, which is what I love about these lights. You know me well enough to know that I love everything that shakes and moves and all of that, but I want them to work and I want them to be easy. So again, we're just going to press that and then they just light up. Let me see if I can turn my light off here real quick. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. There you go.
So cute.
Isn't that adorable? I just loved it. Loved it. All
It
right.
is. I like how you put the jewels on top to give it the color too.
Yeah, just add a little bit of the jewels around there, so the color pops through. And like I said, you don't have any trouble seeing the lights through the gems, which I thought was awesome because you don't want to cover up your lights after going through the trouble of putting them in. Okay, so you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute and let me switch my cameras and get this all out of the way.
That was such a cute project, Lisa.
Thank you.
I mean, it was adorable. And those lights, there's so many ways you can use them. You guys want to come back at 2:00 Central Time, so in about an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you how to make an ornament tag. And this is done with my background builders, or not my background, my ornament builders stamps. So you want to come back and see how that's made because there's so many different ways and I love the lights. I mean, I think last week I said I used to make the light up t-shirts.
Yeah.
When my kids were little.
Yep.
I mean, they were all Christmas shirts, of course, but
I have used lights in a lot of my projects in the past, but they always come with the big, huge battery packs, that are like this big, and you got to put AA batteries in them. So then not only do you got to hide the wires, but then you got to hide that big old pack.
I know.
Not worth the trouble. Sorry, other lighting companies.
No, and both you and I used to do miniatures.
Yeah.
So these lights are perfect.
They're perfect for that. Absolutely. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a super good time putting it together. You should have been in my studio. I was really having a blast.
As she said, you guys should craft with us all day long.
Yeah, that would be fun. But, so before we go, maybe you should talk about crafting all day long because we didn't cover that.
So I have a post ready. It will go live tomorrow about the event. It is going to have some details before the actual the sign up will be next week. But this will give you some details ahead of time, like where the hotel is and how many classes you get and everything that's included. And Amanda is going to be there. She's going to be teaching a workshop. So, yeah, we are so excited. And that will go live tomorrow morning.
Okay, perfect. So stay tuned for that. I will go over the comments. If I see questions or whatever, of course, I will answer them, you guys. So no worries there.
Well, both Denise and Jimmy had good ideas. Jimmy said to put pine cones and branches on the top, which would look super cute.
Super cute.
And Denise said artificial greenery.
Yep.
Again, super, super cute. So yes, there's so much you can do.
Limitless. I mean, you can do, just about anything. I wanted to make it as simple as possible just to show you how cool these were. And, so you wouldn't be intimidated to use them.
Yeah.
So,
and if you use branches or pine cones and you put them on the top, you could use 2 more packages of lights and put them right on top of where Lisa had them, and then those would light up too. Wouldn't that be cute? So
We
cute.
would have lights everywhere.
Well, right. That's what we want.
Yep, exactly. All right. So that is it for me. Anne is going to be, well, we're both going to be back in a little more than an hour. She's going to show you how to do that really, really cute project. Absolutely love that. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. And
Yes.
until then, make sure that you take some time to craft because it's good for your soul.
It
It
is.
really is. All
Thanks,
right, you guys,
everyone.
we'll see you in about an hour.